Hello. Hold on one second. I'm just getting this thing set up here. Hold on. Just waiting for old Mr. YouTube. Hello, everyone out there in Rumble world, YouTube world. I hope you guys are all okay, doing well. Yeah, just give me a few seconds here while I'm trying to set this thing up. It's not working so well here. A second. I wonder why this is not connecting. Interesting. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Let me see. I am frozen over at YouTube again. I don't know why I'm frozen. Sorry about that. Whew. Let's see. How do I unfreeze myself here? Not really sure. I guess what I'm going to have to do is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm frozen. Why does it freeze me like that? 27th. I know why. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be back. Hold on. Hold on one second. Dun, 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 dun. Please give me just a few seconds. And I'll be right with you. Sorry about that. Here we go. Just a few seconds, and I will get this all set up. Hold on.
The homelessness epidemic is inescapable.
Yes. Hold on. All right. Just give me a few seconds. I'll get this all set up here. Sorry about the delay. Dun, 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 dun. So I think I made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. It should be working. That's strange. All right, let's try that again here. All right, hold on. Let me just type this in. Daily dose. So YouTube has been giving me all kinds of problems recently. I'm not really sure why, but I guess it's funny. Like I think about the message that I'm giving, the message that I'm projecting or extending out. It's not a message. It doesn't seem like a message that would be something that would be censored. It's not inflammatory. I'm not, attacking anyone or trying to hurt anyone or anything like that. But somehow, I'm not sure why that happens. But hold on. Sorry for this downtime. Here we go. I'm going to try it again. Here we go. This time it will work. And it looks like it's not working. You know what? All right, so fine. It's not going to work. What I'd like to do today, welcome everyone to Daily Dose of Hope, day 149. Daily Dose of Hope is just that. The energies on our planet are starting to increase and things are starting to get wackier and wackier. And as they do, it's sometimes easy to get emotional about everything that's going on. It's easy to get polarized. And so a daily dose of hope is just that, to help you to stay the course, stay the path, stay in your state of peace, stay in love, and not to worry too much about all this craziness that's outside, because it's all just outside. And in that sense, it's not really real. Nice to meet you and nice to see you again. Daily Dose of Hope has 3 parts. We start out with a bit of a talk, and then we go into a channeling, and then we have a guided meditation, which is a pocket of peace, which was started by Sanat Kumara. And so to begin our talk today, first thing I wanted to talk about was I just learned that the acupuncturists that I go to like she never puts a needle. I've never had a needle put in me when I go there. She uses like copper or gold or silver. They're like needles, but they're just like thick needles, and she just kind of presses the different acupuncture points, and you don't even feel it. It just feels like someone pressing it using their finger. And what I learned today is that I didn't realize this. She is actually an energy healer. What she does is she gets the ki, the chi energy, and then she pulls it up in her tandien, that's right below your belly button, and she pulls it there, and then she lets it out to heal the body. So it's really interesting. I didn't realize that, and that's why it works so well. So of course, right? Uh, just using acupuncture is fine, but having this ability, this healing ability, it's energy healing is the key. So anyway, it was very exciting to hear that. But so that's what I wanted to bring up, though, is that in Japan, she can't talk about it really publicly because people in Japan have this aversion to religion, aversion to anything spiritual, which is really, really ironic. So this is an ironic thing that I always find in Japan, is that this country has the most shrines and temples per capita of any place in the whole world. It is one of the most religious and holy places in the whole planet, possibly. Yet people are not religious. Yet they do go to the shrines and they go to the temples, and there's all these like festivals and Buddhist festivals and Shinto festivals, and even an ancient Tibetan festival that happens every year. It's going to happen in a few weeks, which is called the Obon Festival, which is taken from an ancient Bon religion, the religion that was before Buddhism in Tibet, which is mostly what Tibetan Buddhism is not really Tibetan Buddhism. It's basically the Bon religion dressed up a bit, um, so anyway, anyway, so this country is very religious, yet like in the educational systems and everything, everyone's taught that religion is bad. All religions are just cults, and they're evil and dangerous, so don't go into them, don't believe anything, and don't be spiritual. And it's funny that the reason that that's happening, whoa, that was noisy. The reason that that's happening is because I think of the power here. There's a lot of energy. The Japanese people have a lot of energy, and the land has a lot of energy. If everyone started to realize how much energy they actually have and all this power that they have, then it would be very hard for the government to be in control. Yeah, just like in any area that you're in, but um, there's something about the energy here that especially really had to kind of like keep it under wraps. And so, for example, like this acupuncturist, like if this was California, I imagine, or New York, she would just advertise it. Yeah, I'm an energy healer. But here in Japan, like that's, advertising that just means that no one's going to come around anymore, because it's like, ooh, it's some sort of weird religion, and it's very interesting that that happens here. So a lot of things become exported, like Reiki, for example. Reiki is popular all over the world. It started here in Kyoto, like, not that far from here. But in Japan, very few people know what Reiki is. And if you tell them, they just turn off, like, just like, whoa, no, I get involved in that stuff. But yet, here you hear in like hospitals in America, a lot of the nurses will actually learn it and do it before they do an operation, which is so interesting, right? Even like the Suzuki method. If you're a musician, you probably have heard of the Suzuki method. This is the method that's used throughout the world for all of the famous violinists and pianists and even guitarists these days too. Um, and it's an amazing method, and it's a really great method, but no one in Japan knows about it. And that method was created by Mr. Suzuki, another person that's not too far from here. And it's just like so crazy that no one knows it. So yeah, I think Japan is kind of a hidden gem in that sense, that no one in this country realizes how much wonder there is here, how much power, how much energy. And that's not to the people's fault. That is the education. Everyone's taught not to see it and taught to kind of ignore it. So it's very interesting. And so when you take out a religion from a country, you take away a lot. The whole idea that you're a spiritual being is taken away, and it's taken kind of to new level. It's very interesting because everyone's very spiritual, and they'll go to the shrines and pray and do all that kind of stuff, but then they'll turn around and say that there is no religion here. It's very interesting. So, but I think, yeah, it all is involved with the energy here, the power here. There's a lot. This Japan is like almost like it's a repository. It's a library of all of these ancient cultures that were destroyed by wars and ending of civilizations in other places, and it's somehow preserved here. But yet it's kind of under wraps, which is very interesting. I don't understand it completely, but I think it's very interesting. It's very intriguing, and I'm really I'm excited about the future of what happens here. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that. And then I want to talk a little bit about the Olympics. Speaking of crazy stuff that's going on, I saw the opening ceremony and this morning, and it was very interesting. And there are a lot of hints there, and it's a very interesting ceremony, and it definitely has an agenda. There are things that they would like to say with that opening ceremony, and it's pretty clear what they're trying to say. And but the whole idea about what's going on now is that, as I think I mentioned yesterday, we're kind of stirring up the pot, and so as you stir up the pot, the aku comes to the top. So things that were hidden before are becoming more and more obvious, right in your face. And I've learned that that is part of. Um, it's kind of, in a sense, we are living in a yin and yang universe, and the other side of the coin believes that that is part of their method, that they reveal these things, and then they get to a point where people are so jaded that they can start to reveal these things publicly, and no one's gonna worry or question anything. And but then the flip side of that is that the more that things are revealed, the more that people are starting to kind of understand what's really going on, and there's a growing kind of what's the word, pushback to that. A lot of people are saying, no, you know what, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's what I want for this world. And so in that sense, as my amazing teacher always says, the dark serves the light, because they're waking everyone up. I mean, that's all they're doing. They're just their method is one method, but it's actually serving all of us, because we're all seeing all these things, and it's kind of shaking us awake a bit. And then we share all of this on social media or wherever. We have the internet now, so we can share all of this and understand all of this stuff. So so that's the analogy, just it's stirring up the pot. And the what's happening is that, yeah, it's just making a lot of people aware of what's going on, and which is great for this ascension, because that's what we need. We need to know where we were at in order to go where we need to go. And so there we go, my rambling speech for today. Hold on a second, I'm going to see if I can fix this YouTube thingy. I don't know what's going on. It's still kind of like freezing me out here. Let's see. Yep, I am frozen over there. Okay, so there you go. I don't know why. Let's see. Nope, just frozen. I'm just going to close it. Okay, I've closed it. So let's go into channeling. And what I'd like to ask today, first of all, I just want to ask where we're at. Let's see where we're at in this whole ascension process. Where are we? Are we closer to the goal, farther away from the goal? What's, and what part does, for example, the Olympics play in all of this? So let me ask. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Yeshua. We're here, and we are here, and we are here, and we are here on these beautiful times on your planet, these amazing moments of peace, these moments of transition, these moments of in between, which are quite rare to be able to experience, because you're experiencing these extreme highs, these extreme condensed scenes that are playing out in front of you, these condensed stories that are playing out in front of you. But then you are given these times of rest in between. And for many of you, it might be quite confusing because so much happens and then nothing happens, and so much happens and then nothing happens. But that just is part of the nature of what is going on, because there is time, it is necessary once there is a condensed packet of information that is downloaded by all of you into your mass consciousness. After that, there needs to be time for you to process it. And even if you think you have processed it with your brain, your heart is still processing a lot of the information as well, behind the scenes, you might say. And you are processing all of the emotions, you're unpacking all of the emotions and all of the things that are packed into this one simple and single event that happens, or sometimes condensed amount of events that happen. And you have to parse each thing out and understand what it is and pull it out and see what it is in its fullness, and understand that. And that is what is going on at this moment. So to answer the question, what is going on at this moment, that is what is going on. You are in one of the brief hiatus periods in between events occurring, so that you can process the events that are happening, the events that have happened. And this is necessary for all of you. Some of you more than others, but this is a grand process that is happening for all of you together. And so understand that you are all working together and working through all of these wonderful things that are happening. And to answer the question about this sporting event that is happening and what effect that has on everything, we would say that it is just part of the story. Another part of the story, another aspect of the story for you to practice your discernment practice, to understand what is going on behind the things that you see, and also for you to understand the concept of non-judgment, for you to let things be as they are, for you to see these things as they are and understand what they might be trying to say, but to let them go and let them be as they are, and to understand that you have a path as well. And that these stories can't take you away from your story. And that is what we would say is the main aspect of this story. It is a story that is trying to take you away from your story. And what is your story? Your story is the story of love. Your story is the story of moving through these times in peace and in love and in harmony, in equanimity. That is your story. And this story is trying to take you down another path, a path that is not the path of peace. And that is what is there for. And if you look at it as a practice, something that is set forth on your path to help you to understand, I see this story that is playing out. I see all of these different narratives that are involved in it. And I see what they might be trying to say. And I understand that as I accept it. I see it for what it is. But I do not let any of the emotions there affect, because I am love. I see that is one story. That is my story. My story is the story of love, and the story of peace, the story of walking this pathway with peace, and understanding and accepting everything that is going on, and accepting that it has to go on, and that it is all necessary. But what is necessary for me is to walk in peace and to understand and send love into all of these stories, sending out your love into these stories so that they play out the way that you would love them to play out. One of love, so that all of these stories might on the surface seem one way, but when you send your love out and you walk with peace through these times, you send out love. And so all of these stories will have the happy ending and the loving ending that is necessary. And so you are walking through this world creating love, creating heaven on earth, because that is your power and that is also your birthright. You are beautiful beings of light. We are that one that you know of as Yeshua. Oh, very cool. All right. I'm going to check a mail here because I hope I'm not frozen on Rumble too. Let's see. Okay, good. Thank you, TT Tracy. So I got your mail. So I'm not frozen. That's good. But somehow they're not letting people comment on Rumble. It's interesting. It's funny to think if that's some sort of censorship. It's kind of a funny censorship. It's like, we're going to censor the guy that's talking about love. He's dangerous. Ah, funny times we're living in, right? So let's go into a pocket of peace, and we're going to do a pocket of peace to walk again with equanimity, as Yeshua said, walk with equanimity, walk with peace, and to be able to see all of these images, all these stories that we see, and just see love in them. So, okay, that's what's going on, but what's going on here is love. So let's do it. Here you go. Got my drum here, and here we go. All right. So I'd like you all to take a deep breath. When you breathe in all the unconditional love. Hold it. Breathe out all the stuff that you don't need anymore. Breathe in the love of unconditional love. Hold it. Breathe out all that stuff that you don't need anymore. All right, let's do it one more time. Breathe in the light of unconditional love. Hold it for a few seconds. And then breathe out all that stuff that you don't need anymore. All right. So we're going to do a pocket of peace now. A pocket of peace is just that, a guided meditation to bring you your pocket of peace in these crazy times, in this crazy world. No matter where you are, whatever you're doing, whatever the world looks like outside of you, your peace is your property, and no one can take it away from you. All right. So imagine now that you're surrounded by this mist of unconditional love. It just surrounds you and it caresses you and it makes you feel one. It makes you feel whole. There's nothing that you have to do. There's nowhere that you have to go. This love is yours. It's your birthright. Yeah, this is yours because you're made of love. You're made to love. You're making love. Yeah. Now, I'd like you to just imagine that now you're in this place and there's nothing that you have to do and you just feel so at home, more at home than you've ever felt before, because you feel love, because love is your home. That's what you're all looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what we're all looking for. It's just love. We want to be loved. We want to be accepted. And that love is always there, broadcast 24 hours a day throughout our world, throughout our universe. And all we have to do is just turn on our radio, pick it up. We are receptors of love. We just have to turn it on. And that awakens the love that's inside of us. Yeah. So turn on your radio, turn on to the frequency, to the station of love. Yeah, just feel that love, 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 love. Yeah. And then just broadcast that love out into your room, the space that you're in, so that everything is surrounded by love. The desks, the paper, the walls, the ceilings, the floors, everything is just love. Everything you see is just surrounded by love. It's just so hopeful. Everything you see is just, yeah, it's good. It's all love. It's all hope. It's all wonder and beauty. And then just broadcast that energy out into the whole world. Everyone around the world is just stopping what they're doing and they're saying, yeah, I feel this unconditional love all around me. And it's just making me feel so good and so at home. I feel so at home, more at home than I've ever felt before. There's nothing that I have to do. There's nowhere that I have to go. Nothing that I have to say or do. I'm just loved. And then just add that extra spice. And this is the spice of walking through this world, seeing all these things that are happening, and just seeing them with love. I see this happening. I see it happening. I accept it. I understand it. And I send out my love to it. I'm making love and I'm walking along my path My path is the path of love. There are all these other stories out there about different things, but my story is the story of love, and I'm telling it. I'm telling the story of love. And so, all these other stories that come into my consciousness, I just send love into them. I send them away because I'm telling the story of love, walking through this wonderful, peaceful world of love. Everything is just beautiful and wonderful. And I'm sending my love out into all these other stories, all these strands of stories. I'm sending out the light of love and unconditional love. And wow, what a beautiful planet we're living on, because we're bringing heaven down to earth at this moment. Oh, just feel that hope, feel that love. Everything's going in the most perfect way imaginable. You are going in the most perfect way imaginable. And this is the Pocket of Peace for day 149. And I hope you guys are all hopeful and know that you can use this Pocket of Peace wherever you need to. You can carry it with you, put it in your pocket, carry it around with you, and it's yours. So I hope you guys are all hopeful, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao for now, and yeah, hope you're hopeful. Sorry about the dead time in the beginning, the empty time, but you'll have this with live broadcasts, right? So ciao.